Hey everyone, Chef TJ here. I'm getting ready to marinate some chicken for dinner tonight, so I thought I'd do a quick video on it because it's really good, it's really healthy, and it's really easy to make. So it's tandoori chicken. If you've ever had it in the restaurant, it's delicious, and you may think it's a difficult recipe, but it's really not. So what I have here is a couple of chicken breasts. I have some non-fat Greek yogurt and some tandoori spices. So pretty much all we're going to do is marinate this. So I'm going to take some of the yogurt, and I'm just going to toss it in there. Now there's no measurement, it's just we want to get enough where it'll cover the 2 chicken breasts, so it's quite a bit of yogurt actually. So maybe a cup full of yogurt, and then tandoori spices. Actually, tandoori has coriander, cumin, paprika, garlic, ginger, cardamom, and saffron in it. So it's a little spicy, but man, it smells good. You really smell that cumin in there, and I put a lot in here because I like the flavor. Okay, so generous amount in there. It gets on the chicken, it gets in the yogurt, and then basically I'm just gonna mix it all up. So we want to make sure everything is coated real well. If you have to, you might have to get your hands in there to get everything coated real well, but it is so good. And it's about noon here, so I'm gonna let this marinate till, I don't know, dinner time, so about 6:30, something like that tonight. So alright, I got the chicken all kind of covered in here with some spices and yogurt. Okay, make sure I get it coated real good. Okay, so as you can see, it's coated real good. I'm just going to throw some saran wrap on it, throw it in the fridge, let it sit there for a couple hours until I get my workouts in and I'm ready for dinner, and then I will cook it up. So when this is ready, I'll come back and show you how to cook it up. Hey everyone, so earlier I showed you I marinated some chicken and some yogurt and some tandoori spices to make some tandoori chicken. Had it marinated in the fridge for, I don't know, almost 6 hours now. Actually, it's almost 7 hours. So usually 12 to 24, but 7's okay. I'm kind of hungry. I just finished my size workout, so see, I still got my hat turned around backwards. Anyway, so I want to show you how to finish this up. So I've got my chicken still marinating here in the yogurt with the tandoori spices. So I'm going to take this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mix this up a little bit more. Make sure we get it coated real good. Okay. And it smells good too. That tandoori spices just smells really good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I got that. So we're going to take, I've got a sheet pan here just sprayed with a little bit of coconut oil. So let me get my tongs. You got to test them, make sure they work. All right, so we're going to take little bits of the chicken that's got the yogurt and the spices on it. Okay, where's my other piece? There we go, there's 2 more. There's 2, I mean. 1 more. 2 total, how's that? Okay, so we got that, and I don't see any parts that are really missing any spices, but I got me a little brush here. So I'm going to try to make sure everything has some yogurt and spices on it. So, put my spatula back in here. You don't want it coated too much, but you want a decent coat on it. Okay? What I like to do is, now is take some more tandoori seasoning and sprinkle on it. Okay, there we go. So basically what we do first is we put the oven on broil, okay? We're going to broil the chicken for about probably 5 minutes till it starts to get a little crusty on top, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven down to 350 and then let it cook the rest of the way, which I'll use a temperature gauge. It should be around 160. I usually stop it around 150 because it'll still cook a little bit more when it comes out, so I don't want it over dry. I still want it juicy and done. So I'm going to throw these in the oven and broil on top, and then cook them, and then we'll pull them out. I'll show you what they look like. All right, I'll be right back. Now, while that's in the oven, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leftover yogurt and spices, which is not very much, honestly, and I'm going to spatula it out into a saucepan. Okay? Much as we can get. Alright. And we don't want to waste this. We want a little sauce to put on it when we're done, right? So I'm going to get as much out of here as I can. I want it all. This stuff's good. Pull on the edge. Okay. Put this in the sink. If anybody want to come over and do dishes, I'm cool. So it's not much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of water to it, just so it's not as thick, and heated up it doesn't burn. So. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat on. Oops, wrong one. About medium. Okay. Pull that out. Get my mini whisk out. I'm going to throw a little bit of salt in there. I've got a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, which this should be the only salt you're using if you're using salt. And a little bit in there. And some fresh cracked pepper. There we go. And then I'm going to whisk this as it warms up, and it'll get a little thick. So that will make us a good sauce to pour over top of our tandoori chicken when it's done. So when this is done, tandoori chicken comes out. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll plate it, and we're going to eat because I'm starving. All right, we're back. The chicken came out. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. So let me grab my tongs. There we go. They work. So we're going to plate this. So what I've got here is I've got some leftover brown rice from the other day. So we're going to scoop some of that out onto the plate. There we go. A little bit more. We'll make a little bed there. And then, still hot, so get my chicken breast here. There we go. There it is right on top. Alright, and then I've got some steamed veggies that I steamed up, some corn, carrots, peas, green beans in here. We're going to throw that over here on the side. Gotta get your veggies in. Alright, so here we go. We got an awesome dinner here. So I've got my tandoori chicken on some brown rice. I've got my steamed veggies. I've got my sauce that thickened up here. I'm going to pour a little bit of that on top. Here it comes. Come on. It really got thick. There we go. All I did was add a little salt and pepper and some water in there with it. Like that. Alright, so let's cut into this and see what it tastes like, alright? Alright. It's nice and tender. That is so good. And healthy. Like I said, all it is non-fat Greek yogurt, chicken, tandoori spices, some veggies, and some brown rice. And I reduced the rest of that sauce for to put on top. So, thank you all for watching. Check out my other videos on YouTube. More to come. Y'all have a great weekend.